This is how we get down. Are you kidding me? This is how you end your day. What's good, everybody? Welcome in to The Last Word, show number 5 for your boy today. And you guys find us everywhere. You help us grow so very quickly. If you have not subscribed to our BTT YouTube page, I would encourage you to do so. We're getting very, very close to 20,000 subscribers. Now, tonight, an interesting go-home Raw to Saturday night's main event. We have the Great American Bash, both on Saturday. We have Evolution on Sunday. We have a lot to talk about, so we're going to go count them 4 wide tonight, including some betting discussion of Saturday night's main event. If you're in the chat and you want your voice to be heard, you can do that via a super sticker or becoming a premium member. All right, Dirt Sheet Dan is producing tonight. Bring my favorite 3 people on the show tonight. Now, gentlemen, Rafael, Tommy, I got to start off by saying one of us was not playing fair this week. Can you guess which one of the 4 simply went outside the lines?
Wasn't me.
Was it Tommy? Rafael, you're pointing in the right direction. I should go, no, I'll go like this over here. Because as I'm looking on the X, I thought to myself, what if Rafael and Tommy posted the exact same thing that Gabby posted? What would the reaction have been?
We'll never know.
It was National Bikini Day, and we missed it. The 3 of us missed it, but not Gabby. Gabby had like 800,000 likes on her post yesterday. Gabby, good evening.
Hey, I'm just trying to give the people what they want, Coach. That's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? You guys clearly can't do it, so someone's going to have to step up in this group.
We can't even comment on that.
Yeah.
Like, I literally cannot even comment on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Rafael, you want to comment on National Bikini Day and Gabby?
I was going to do the same picture in the same outfit, but then people are like, what's that big scar? Get a tan. What's the farmer tan up for? So I just didn't do it.
Rafael, way too much information on that one. Hey, Big Tommy, I don't need to see your scar wherever your scars are. My diabolical side feels like I would like to see Tommy in a Speedo and/or bikini of some kind.
You're an idiot.
All right, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button for us. It really helps the show grow. I told you guys we're getting very, very close to 20,000 subscribers on our YouTube page because I am a YouTube killer. Everybody said I would kill the page. It hasn't happened, huh, Rafael? We haven't killed anything.
Nope.
But where do we start tonight? Gabby, what do you think, if I was to ask you, what is the underlying main storyline of Monday Night Raw tonight? What would it have been to you?
I think the opening tying into the closing with Seth and Paul, Braun, and Bronson. I think that's what kind of is underlining throughout all of Raw right now. And we actually saw the other members of Seth's group speak tonight, which I was a big fan of.
Tommy is very old school. Gabby hit it nail on the head. The old school way, when we had a ton of main event stars, you'd have your first lay out the storyline throughout the show, and then you'd have the ending with the same main event stars that we did. And we saw that tonight. And the main event stars wanted to take out Jey Uso. They wanted to take out Sami Zayn. And, of course, that main event star, Penta. Penta. And so, Tommy, when I look at it, I really like the fact, and we also got a new name for the old advocate, and now it's the Oracle. What do we think, Tommy?
I think it's good. I agree. This is back to old school stuff, and that's the way it should be sometimes. It doesn't have to be like that all the time, but it's really good. And for me, Gabby, I loved Braun's promo because who was he talking about? My good buddy Sami Zayn, and I couldn't agree with him more. I like him grabbing the mic, starting to cut promos because I think he's a huge, huge WWE superstar in the future here. Once this whole thing goes away, he's going to fly by himself big time there. But I like it. The other thing, Coach, I was the same with you. I didn't think Penta was a main event match either, but it was a good match. A lot of talking in the match, Coach, like we talk about. because they don't do house shows anymore. If you watch that match, they were talking back and forth, and Rollins was running the show there tonight.
There's no doubt about it. I was actually doing, my new radio show on Sirius, and they were talking about that. The other guys, Tommy Dreamer and Mark, how the lack of house shows has taken away from some of the matches. And when you don't do the matches over the weekend, like in the old days, if you're going to have Seth Rollins and Penta on Monday night, guess what, Rafael? You would have Seth Rollins and Penta on Friday, on Saturday, on Sunday. So by the time they got to TV, you wouldn't have to hear them jibber jabber in each other's ear to say what the next going to be. It's severely hurting the product. Plus, Seth Rollins continues to throw the worst punches in the building. Rafael, your take.
I love when you say that. But one thing, Tommy nailed it on head. When Braun was speaking, I'm like, holy cow, Braun Breaker watches this show because he spent everything Tommy's been saying for the past 2 months. I was just laughing out loud. I'm sure my neighbors or my wife's like, why are you laughing at this guy speaking on a microphone? Because I'm like, oh my God, Tommy is in the ring right now. So I think that one threw me a big curve. And at the end, I was thinking to myself, wow, they are just chit-chatting the whole match from the first start all the way to the finish. So I noticed it, and I never even worked for the company.
Imagine if Tommy's actually having an effect on what they're writing on the show. Can you imagine if we see on Unreal, like the Unreal show that's coming up, hey, there's 20 guys sitting around the room going, now I saw Big Tommy C and a fun fact. And he said this, so Braun, you're gonna say I can see it. Gabby, I can see it.
They listen to everything, so I believe it. I honestly think they do. They listen.
Absolutely, they do. Triple H already admitted it when he goes, "Yeah, a lot of the people who used to be here are critical." Who are you talking about? There's only like 4 people who have podcasts that used to be with the company that have any credibility, and 2 of them are on this show.
Yep.
Sorry, Gabby. Sorry, Rafi.
That's all right.
Speak the truth.
I'm in a different. I like to be in my own lane anyway.
Oh, there's no question. There's no question. We saw that. The other main storyline tonight, and I love to twist and grind your gears, Gabby. And I tweeted it out tonight. And as per usual, wrestling Twitter just goes into their fandom. They don't really think about what I say. They just go, you're a hater. 3 weeks ago, you said something about Bayley. And what happened? All of a sudden, Bayley's got fire underneath her. Tonight, I don't know that I have, because she's done it worse. Lyra is so bad on the mic, and especially when they throw her in there with 2 that are really good on the mic, and she stumbles over her words. My goodness, it's almost like watching. You remember you were in high school, Gabby, and there'd be like varsity and then JV.
100%.
It's like watching the JV with the varsity all in the same ring.
Yes. And I tweeted this, Coach. I tagged you in it. You didn't say anything because you're too old for me to tag back.
No, I don't look at mentions. I'm a star. I don't look at mentions. But go ahead.
You also, you talked about the video I posted because I tagged you in it. And
somebody sent it to me.
No, I tagged you.
I got to text it.
But it's fine. Also, it was so important that someone sent it to you. But anyway.
Correct.
Okay.
I don't read mentions. But go ahead.
Okay. Unless it's about you. Anyway, so I said that going into Evolution on Sunday, this is the best feud that we have going on, is Bayley, Lyra, and Becky. Was tonight perfect in the sense of, putting Lyra on the mic between the 2 of them? Absolutely not. But Lyra's not who I'm rooting for at the end of the day. Like, I want to see Bayley wipe the ring clean with Becky and Lyra after tonight. Lyra, to me, doesn't have a leg to stand on why she's pissed off. She has no reason to be angry. Bayley has every reason to be pissed off. The girl got knocked out right before WrestleMania. And then, Lyra, you were all excited because you got your mentor to come out with you on WrestleMania. You didn't give a shit that Bayley got hit up. That was your girl, right? That was your friend. She's laid out backstage. Oh, but it's fine. I'm with Becky and we won and I'm so happy. But now you want to turn on Becky because she turned on Bayley? Get over yourself. You have no reason to be angry at Bayley. Bayley has every reason to want revenge. And, you messed up the match for her last week. So she should be pissed off. You don't have any reason to be pissed off, Lyra. I don't even know why you're in the match. But I'm looking forward to it the most. It should main event Evolution. It won't, but it should.
What do you think's going to main event Evolution?
God. I don't know.
The superstar that started one day after me in 1999. We're going back legacy. One of the greatest of all time in a main event. Trish Stratus. Is that going to main event?
No. But also, I mean, is it going to be Rhea Io, who we didn't even hear from tonight on the Go Home Show to it? We didn't even hear from them. We just watched the video replay basically of it. Or maybe it'll be, what is it, the Battle Royale, because Nikki Bella's in it, and we'll see some surprises. Make that like the Rumble and make it as big as that. Make it something like that, and I'll be into it. But like the only storyline that has legs to it is this storyline with these three women. So put it in the main event. Who cares at this point?
Wow, somebody's fired up today. Maybe that's why why did you just roll your eyes? I was getting ready to give you a compliment. My goodness, tonight you're so jaded.
I'm not angry. I'm just passionate about it.
I feel like you're angry right now. I was getting ready to say, our girl Kimberly, premium member, says yes, best show of the day with the best group. And I assume, Gabby, she's including you in that.
That's my girl. Kimberly's my bestie. I think she puts me in the front of the group, to be quite honest. But
wow, Tommy,
yes,
bring
sir.
me. By the way, I've got some breaking news tonight. I'm gonna reveal it a little bit later on the show, but I'm not gonna say the name of my breaking news. I'm just gonna let everybody quote me again, and then when it happens, I'm gonna say once again, I told you so. So that's a little tease coming up in about 5 or 10, and this is a big one. This is a big one. Breaking news. But Tommy, what do you make of what Gabby just said about this being the best feud for Evolution, which, oh, by the way, is not even close to a sellout? Tommy, go.
Well, she's right, because Trish and Tiffany have no history at all, right? But it won't be the main event. If anything, it's going to be Trish and Tiff is going to be the main event because of the title and because who Trish is, Hall of Famer, blah, blah, blah. But I get it. It'll probably be one of the best matches. The triple threat. The promo was boring as hell, man. And they were all of them were just putting me to sleep. That is something, Coach. When the segment really runs too long, the floor manager should be there and say, wrap it up. Because if I was there, I'm sure Kevin Dunn would be telling me, tell these girls to wrap it up, because it was going nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. The crowd didn't react to anything. And when that happens, you just got to pull the plug on the whole thing, man. It was so boring to me. But it's the only one that has a storyline going into Evolution. Gabby's right about that.
This is the shit. Tommy, tell the girls to wrap it up. Go home. Go. This is the shit. Absolute the shit. Oh, my God. Somebody give me a commercial. Kevin Dunn, legendary producer. It's the shit. Rafael, you don't ever want Kevin Dunn yelling in your ear. If he's yelling in your ear, he did to Tommy for 25 years, everything else is like Mr. Rogers coming towards you.
Yeah.
Rafael,
he looks like he could be mean. He looks like he could be mean when he's yelling at you.
Who, Kevin Dunn?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he can be the meanest.
He can't scrap, dude. He can't scrap at all.
He can't scrap. I'd beat his ass.
Buried him.
Tommy would have buried him. I would have beat his ass. There's no question. Then he'd been like, I just made $6 million and cashed in for another 6. Yeah. Rafael, it's interesting that there are no betting odds for Evolution. Is that due to lack of interest, or where do you fall on that?
There is betting odds. I think the main event's probably going to be Rhea Ripley. I think I think the crowd would be more injected in more, if there is a crowd, more enthused for Rhea Ripley. And I feel bad for this Evolution. They're going up against Beyonce in Atlanta. So I think that's why the sales is maybe a little bit lagging. But I think it's going to be Rhea Ripley. She's minus $5 as a favorite compared to Trish Stratus, who's minus 2,000 against Trish. So I think it's going to be Rhea Ripley. I just finished Battle Royale odds, and I'm going to add some more names because I forgot someone in the chat put, is Ronda Rousey going to be in there? I need to put her on the list. I don't even have her.
Rousey.
Well, you never know. Surprise. I mean, it's going to be like minus 5,000 or plus 5,000 if she shows. But
did she just have a baby, or am I thinking about somebody else? Did she have a baby?
I don't think so.
Maybe.
All right. So here's the question: the fact that
congrats, if you did.
If she did, hey, congrats. She had twins. No. Do we think, because there's so many different ways that this could go? I talked a lot about Trish Stratus earlier today, and I got shredded by the audience. Oh, you don't respect Trish. You don't know the greatness of Trish. Shut up. I was there, sitting next to Trish Stratus at the Sphere. You remember this, Tommy. The night that Triple H made a few of us travel to Toronto to watch his one and only major motion picture with Wesley Snipes and Ryan Reynolds. And then we had to go to a dinner. And who was sitting right across from me? The great Trish Stratus. And I asked her, this was like 2004, 2005. I said, do you think in 2025 you'll still be wrestling? Hell no. And I quote, she said they'd have to be desperate to still use me in 2025. It just came back to me. So I asked you the question, Gabby. You've got Goldberg against Gunther, which tonight, I'll give Goldberg credit. The crowd was red hot for him. But you also have Trish and Miss Stratton. What would be the bigger surprise? If Trish won, legit, or if Goldberg won, legit? Not a DQ, but actually won the title.
Oh, what would be more shocking? I think if Trish won, it would be more shocking to me because there was no build up to it. There's no storyline. There's no really reason for her to be there besides the fact that she's a Hall of Famer and she's a legend. So like, I don't know where we would go from there. I can't see Trish showing up every single week, cutting promos, defending the title. Whereas Goldberg, at least they're making it, this is his retirement match. It's a big deal. And like, he's going to be there. So it's like, you know, if there is that's where there's a question mark for me, where it's like, are they really just going to let him lose clean on his last match ever? Like, that's a little more shocking to me, that there's going to be some kind of something happening for that match. And like the way they made him look tonight, they made him look like, holy crap, it was Goldberg.
Yeah, they
you know what I'm
did.
saying? Like, if I didn't know any better, I'd been like, oh my God, this is awesome. This is going to be like sick. He's like coming in on the car. Like, it was such a good reaction. Like, they didn't even give Trish that. You know what I mean? They gave Nikki the better treatment of it. And then there was, of course, Liv got hurt. And that was going to be a whole different thing. But I would be shocked if Trish won. I could not see that happening.
Did you guys notice the marketing machine that is WWE? Tommy, did you see the shirt that Goldberg was wearing tonight when he got out of the car and walked in?
Cool, really cool shirt.
Pretty good. I think Goldberg's last ride or Goldberg's last ride.
WWE logo in the back.
And this is where I go back and forth. You know, listening to Gabby, a lot of good points, shockingly. And having been in the ring with Goldberg and nearly beating him, I just know. Tommy, why are you shaking your head like that?
Tom's got the best facials ever.
I was just like, wow.
Wow, what? I mean, if it wasn't for the spear, the slam, and the toss, I would have beat him.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Anyway,
those three small things.
Yeah, very.
Are you sure you're not talking about Gilbert?
The numbers man throwing a shot.
Damn, Raph. Anyway.
Disrespecting a man who got in the ring with the former heavyweight champion of the world, a Hall of Famer, went toe-to-toe, face-to-face, and you want to make a Gilbert joke?
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I kind of respect it, too, to be honest with you. So, Rafi, after the disrespect, or was I coming to Tommy? I can't remember. I get thrown off. Tommy, knowing Goldberg's ego like we know it, and I love Goldberg. I mean, just the fact that he almost threw me headfirst through many doors in our career, I don't hold it against him. But right. Tommy, I don't know if his ego would allow him to go in and lose clean, even to an in his prime Gunther. Do you?
Nope, not on his last leg, Coach. His ego is so large, and this is his retirement match. And even Cole brought it up tonight. He goes, "What if he wins? This is his retirement." He actually questioned that to Corey Graves. And it's a weird fact. If he wins, that means Seth is cashing in. I'm sorry.
You think automatically? You don't think they would take that World Heavyweight title into Monday Night Raw, him coming out with the sparklers and the whole deal?
No. No upside to that at all. I'm serious.
I think that's kind of cool if they do that, actually.
You know what would also be cool is these idiots that would lay minus 1,000 Rafael on Gunther. What are the odds currently on Gunther and Goldberg?
Yeah, Gunther is the heavy favorite. I don't know why people keep on saying that Bill Goldberg is last match. People said the same thing in 2022 when he fought Roman Reigns. Oh, there's no way he's going to let Roman beat him. Oh, he's going to win that match. Who won that match? Roman Reigns won that match. Gunther's winning this match, and I still think Seth Rollins is involved in this match. That's why Gunther wins, and I think Seth Rollins does cash in no matter who wins this match.
No matter who.
Yep.
He's going to get rid of it in less than a month.
Yep.
Wow, interesting. By the way, you guys are watching The Last Word. We're here every single Monday night after Monday Night Raw. Our live number right now is freaking awesome, so you guys continue to love us. And I don't appreciate when somebody on the team decides to go into business for him or herself. Dirt Sheet Dan, show your face. Did you guys happen to notice what came across the bottom of the screen a few minutes ago when we were talking about Ronda Rousey? Once again, shockingly, the coach is right. Dirt Sheet Dan, where you at? Put yourself on camera. There it is right there. Do you guys notice the name? He's now calling himself Dirt Sheet Dan BTT. What in the wide world of wrestling are we talking about, Gabby?
Can I just say two things?
Of course.
Number one, is his emoji bacon?
Oh my God, I didn't even notice
I didn't even notice that either.
I go right for the food. That's the first thing I see in any aspect of my life. I see 2 strips of bacon. Okay, don't know what that's about.
Yep.
The second thing is when you said, "Did you see the name?" I thought you were asking the name of Rhonda's baby girl because try to pronounce that name.
Oh my God! I mean, I'm a heel, but I've never made fun of a baby's name.
I'm not making fun of the name. I said try to read it. I that must mean something, obviously, in that language or whatever.
And her husband's not Samoan either. He's white, so neither one of them are Samoan.
I don't know. I'm not saying I know either way because that's not a white name, if you ask me. But Rafael, I could not. That's just letters.
Can you imagine Soupy trying to pronounce that?
I can't.
Oh my God, we gotta take that to coaching company tomorrow. Yeah. Hey Soupy, we're having a spelling bee.
When you're a celebrity, you can do that. I was just talking to my best friend about this. She's having a baby, and this is off key, but I can talk about it because I'm going to. When you're a celebrity Dan's here. Thank you for coming.
Wow, Dan, you're like 45 seconds too late. When I say come up on camera, it means tonight, not tomorrow.
And at this point, if I'm not seeing bacon, I don't even want you on the screen.
Right? You're not bringing
now I want bacon, and it's 11 o'clock at night.
So do I. Go ahead, Gabby.
So bad. I could eat bacon anytime. But like if you can name your kid anything you want if you're a celeb. You could do whatever you want. Who's gonna say boo? You could do it, but like you can't be a normal person and name your kid those things. You know what I mean? You have to keep your kid have a normal name. That's my opinion on baby names because people go insane with the baby names now. Like all these people I know having kids. I'm like, it just blows my mind. Like you're naming your kid like Dove, like fucking Apple. You can't do that to your kid unless you're a celebrity.
Just talk to the Kardashians. Every one of their kids' names is weird. Yeah.
Like I can't. It's oh God. Anyway.
Tommy, you're a celebrity now.
Yeah.
Would you have named your son Little Tommy? Do you guys know his son's official name is Little Tommy Carlucci?
One of my very good friends is Tommy's son, by the way.
Whoa. Bury the lead. You and Little Tommy are friends?
Yeah.
How good of friends are you guys?
What do you mean? We're good friends.
Well,
we talked on the phone like a week ago.
It's a simple question.
We chatted on the phone like a week ago.
Wait.
We talked about you a little bit. He told me some stuff. I'll tell you about later.
I mean, if you really want to know,
he gives me all the dirt on you.
Is ask.
He gives me all the dirt on you, Coach.
Well, I mean, there's.
Saying.
I just don't get off track with your relationship with Little Tommy.
Why?
That
it's not
because
like
you're the one that brought it up.
Yeah, but we're friends. Okay, is that shocking? We're like very close in age. He's only a year older than me.
Tommy, let me ask you.
Yes.
Are they friends or are they? Friends?
I guess so. Yeah, he told me he talked to her. Yeah.
Wait a second. Now we're starting.
I'm intrigued.
I'm very intrigued too, Rafael. I'm with you, big dog. I'm with you. So I mean, we're now crossing the last word swords here. That's exactly what's happening. So we have sons that are talking about mentor, said coach, and Gabby's laughing. And the last time I saw somebody laugh like that, I knew what was going down.
Oh, please.
I knew what was going down. Tommy, what do you think? I mean, do they live in kind of the same area? Yes?
Yeah, my son's a big no-sell, though. He don't
I know.
sell
I'm
anything.
trying to get him to move to Nashville as his. I'm like his big brother, Gabby, if you didn't know. And for some reason, he just won't pull the trigger going to Nashville. Now, maybe I know why.
I mean, that's definitely not why.
Very interesting.
We don't
Very
hang-
interesting.
Listen, we don't hang out in person. He's very talented. He's a drummer for Ryan Cabrera. He's touring right now. I don't know.
He's at Ryan's house right now.
Yep.
So
he was saying like I wanted to go to the Pop 2K show that like he's doing with Ryan Cabrera, because this is where we talked about you. One of my favorite bands of all time, O-Town, is collabing with them. All or Nothing by O-Town is one of the greatest songs of all time.
Say what's that song again?
All or Nothing, which he said you're also a fan of. He told me.
Is it all
Or Nothing at All.
or nothing?
It's one of the greatest karaoke songs of all time.
Is
Who played,
it how
who played
it
drums for
ends?
With
At
a
the end.
simple telephone call, you leave me.
See, Gabby, here's the difference between you and here.
Nothing at all. That's how it goes.
Oh no, Kimberly, way to go, Dirt Sheet Dan. It's worse than coming on me. That is so true. That is so true. Gabby, here's the difference. You call yourself a friend. Like, if you were truly a friend of little Tommy, do you know how many times I've seen him perform with Ryan Cabrera in person?
Well, that's why I was talking to him. He's coming around the area. So I was like, maybe I'll come to the show. My friends just went to the show in Atlantic City and didn't know that I knew him. So they were like at the show and they were like, oh, we went to this awesome show. And I was like, oh, I know the drummer. So it like turned into a whole thing.
Wow. Now she's talking like a, what do they call them, Tommy?
Not a groupie. Those are
yes,
gross.
that would be the word.
Coach.
Groupie. She's telling her friends, why didn't you tell me? He was at Harrah's in Atlantic City. I could have got you backstage passes.
Well, no, I don't.
He's the drummer. I know the drummer. That's what everybody says. I know the drummer. Please. Oh my God. It's all starting to come together now.
I'm watching reality TV.
It really is.
I call all you guys friends. I'm friends with little Tommy like I'm friends with Tommy sitting right there. That's my friend too.
Why is your voice?
I've interacted with Big Tommy more than little Tommy, by the way. I see him every Monday. Every week, me and Tommy talk.
Yeah, Monday is different than the weekends. Huh, Tommy? Very interesting.
Why I only talk to
I know exactly what I need to do.
Oh, please.
I know exactly, as the person who runs the show, what I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you because you'll try to bogart the idea. You're going to bogart the idea, and I'm not having it.
Well, I'm not going to. No, I'm open to everything. You know this about me. I don't care.
That's what we were just talking about. Literally just talking about that.
This is why I haven't talked to you.
We have gone off the rails.
This is why Coach can't. Coach is the worst. Coach thinks he cares. He wants to know things, and then he just uses it against you 5 minutes later for his own entertainment. Everything's about him being entertained. Look at him having the best day.
Great. This is so great. All right, let's get it back on the rails. I mean, the chat, if I could read it.
Somebody asked, who's little Tommy back
3
to
count
Raw?
equals O-Town. I mean, now everybody, not Tommy Dreamer. The chat wants to know now. They're interested.
Yeah.
Like Rafael, this is better than a reality show.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like
WWE Love Island.
Bully always said when I worked with Bully was like, if we did a dating show with you and wrestlers, it would be the most entertaining thing of all time.
There's no question.
Because they would think I would be like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I would put every single one of them in their place. Like, not care.
Oh, they'd be over in the corner in the fetal position. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
There's not a guy walking God's green earth that could handle you right now. Not a chance. But I'd love to see little Tommy try.
No.
I'd love to see little Tommy try.
You make it like he's a midget. He's little Tommy. He's just Tommy Jr. He's not a little Tommy. Like, he's.
Hey, young lady, let me tell you a little something. I met him when he was 7.
That's right.
He DJ'd my wedding.
That's amazing.
So don't tell me what I named him.
I know, but for the fans, for the people listening, I don't want them to just think he's little Tommy. Like, he's Tommy Jr.
So now she's protecting him.
He's a year older than me. So then I'm little Gabby.
Interesting. Now she's protecting him. I mean, it just goes on and on. It just goes on and on. Just spill it right now. I will give you the floor. Before the next question, I will let you say anything about this relationship you want. If you want to get something out in the open.
What do you have issues? There's nothing to get out in the open. I, unlike you, every single person I come in contact with, I make relationships with and friendships because that's the energy I give off. I'm a magnet for friends. Okay? Something you're not completely, I guess, familiar with. Yeah, everybody wants to be my friend. I like making new friends with people. And that means, yes, I talk to them when it's just to catch up or say hello or how are you or what's going on in your life. I know it's a foreign concept.
I think what you're saying is absolutely accurate.
Yeah.
I also saw you on X today.
Raw. It was very riveting tonight. We need to talk about it.
I have a question for you. Because I want to hear your reasoning. I want to hear you backtrack. I want to hear Rafael and Tommy's reaction to your reaction. So Evolution is in the same arena as the Great American Bash, as Saturday night's main event. It is set up for 6,800. Good Lord, let me turn the light on here. I can't even read this. Well, it's nighttime over here. 6,600, not 6,800. So they still have over 50.
You have every light on. It's not nighttime where you're sitting. You're not in the darkness of the woods.
It's nighttime over here.
It's nighttime. I have all these lights on. Ring light on my face.
Earlier than us. You can't be nighttime.
It is.
It's early.
It is. It's 8:07 out here.
It's 11:07 here, bro. Brother.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro. Kevin says the Rizzler, Big Justice equal AEW's Costco guys versus
the Rizzler versus Tommy.
Oh my God.
Did you guys see, by the way? Did you see they're doing a giveaway? They're doing a giveaway, and to win, you have to send in a video. I kid you not. On the big
I love her so much.
Kimberly's so great. Bigger font, or do you need readers? I have readers, Kimberly. Enough.
Put them on.
They're in the other room.
Oh man, it's gonna take an hour to get them and come back. So don't.
No, they wouldn't. I could get them in 5 seconds. Let me ask you a question. I'll give my readers.
Sure.
They're doing a giveaway, and in order to win, you have to do a music video to the hit song by AJ, Big Justice, and AJ.
Stop.
And then you could win a meet and greet with them at All In on Sunday as a part of All In, where they have distributed, very important, not sold, distributed over 20,000 tickets. The question is, Tommy, would you do a video to meet the Costco guys?
Are you kidding me? Would I do a video to see those two jabronis? Hell no.
I love that word.
What am I, a stunad? Come on.
Oh my gosh. Honestly though, like they're like the gift, like when they did their first thing in AEW, it was entertaining when they did it with like QT and it was like all great, but like it keeps going. Like you got to give it up for them. Like they don't stop and they just kept their gimmick going for so long. It kind of is just like, it's just there. They have a lot of motivation to keep going, honestly. It is what it is.
That's the Rizzler. The Rizzler does this. The cool kid. That's a Rizzler. Yeah. That's a Rizzler.
The Rizzler does this. He does the.
No, he does. He does this is the first thing. Yeah. Then he does this.
Okay. Yeah.
This and this.
Okay.
Here are my readers. And I don't have like the traditional old man readers where you put them on the end of your nose. I have ones that I bought from the actual eye doctor. Sorry, they're dirty.
Oh, you must use them a lot.
And so you can put them all the way on. So
nice.
I mean, I look just as good with them as, hey, Dirt Sheet Dan, we get it. A-Bass likes Tommy's laughter. You don't have to put it up there twice. What the hell?
Bacon, simmer down.
So here's a question. In the chat, I want to know, do you like the readers? Do you not like the readers? Because now I can actually read my piece of paper, and I can tell you 20,799, clear as a bell. All In. Evolution, 4,804. Saturday night's main event, 10,731. Great American Bash is not even mentioned here. Do we think, Gabby, there are too many shows when you have two shows in the same arena on the same day?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Too much.
It's a lot. The crossover's weird. Like, if you're also saying you don't want a division between companies and you want everyone to watch everything, this is not the way to do it, because I would not be able to do 2 wrestling events in the same day. Even if I wanted to see both and I was a fan of both, you're making your fans choose between something, which is never a good thing, because now no matter what, you're going to get some people going a different way. So like, it's too much. And unfortunately, I'm disappointed just in general in the weekend, in the sense of like, I don't think it's being said enough that yes, it's great to have Evolution. It's great to have all these shows for women's wrestling, but like, I don't think this is doing women's wrestling justice, in my opinion. Any of the shows, All In has 1 female match, and I think like a Casino Gauntlet or something like that. And then you talk Evolution with like 0 build in most of the matches. I know they're putting stuff together, but you have some of the most talented women in the world in these companies, and they are not being showcased in the best way that they can. And sure, it's great to say you're having a second Evolution, but like just to throw it together, I'd rather you just wait and do it at a different time, to be quite honest, because
That's a great line. Throw it together, because
it's not fair.
It's not fair. And right now they're getting buried because there's no storylines. And we know in pro wrestling, guys, to care, you've got to have storylines.
Yeah.
And Tommy, we always, WWE loves to say we do our storylines months and a year in advance. So I got 2 things for that. If we were going to do that, why didn't they start this with Trish Stratus back in Toronto 3 months ago and start building towards it? And then we had, you guys see this? Alexa Bliss was on the Bella Twins podcast.
Yeah.
And she said that she did not know until midnight. She got a call midnight the night before the Women's Royal Rumble to be in it, and the deal was not finalized till 4 a.m. the morning of. Why don't these talent understand when they tell these stories, Tommy? They're not doing themselves any favor, because you're telling everybody we are booking by the seat of our pants if we're doing it the day before, and then you've got stuff like Cena, Cody, and no storyline behind it. And that's when you're throwing stuff together.
Well, it's all about storyline, right, Coach? This is why people watch. For the last 2 years, the WrestleMania, the Roman, Cody. Will Cody finish the story? Everybody was riveted every week with the Bloodline and Heyman and everybody else. We have none of that. And Evolution came, and this is the reason why Trish Stratus was brought along, because they want asses in seats and they want people watching. And the way you do that, you bring a Hall of Famer on like Trish Stratus, and you have her go against Tiffany to help sell tickets, put asses in the seats there, and have people view it on Peacock.
Wait a second. You don't have an issue with Trish Stratus having a title shot?
That's what I'm saying. The reason why they brought her on is because they knew they couldn't get what they wanted with the current.
But do you have an issue with it?
Yes, I do have an issue with it, because it's cheating other girls. But the problem is, Coach, not enough big names in that. What Gabby's talking about, they don't promote anybody anymore.
There's no stars.
So that's the problem. That's the problem. That's why they brought Trish in there.
I had a caller today on a little show we call Off the Ropes. I'm the host. And they were like, Coach, you're an it. What? Why? I'm just throwing facts out as I'm trying to lead into another. Can you let me host instead of ruining my flow with the attitude is just disgusting by you tonight.
Oh, you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Rafael. Why would I be talking to you? No, I'm talking to Rafael.
That's a good answer.
So we had a caller today, Rafael. And I know you were listening to the full 2 hours because Gabby never would. No. And they said, Coach, you're an idiot. You say there's not enough depth. And they listed all of these girl stars. They're like Jade, Bianca, blah, 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 blah. And I said, and which one of them has a storyline with Stratton? Oh, wait. Dead silence on the phone. Dead silence. Thank you, A-Bass. I appreciate you, other than the people that are on my actual show. Thank you. So, Rafael, I understand that fans want to believe that they're 20 deep, but the bottom line is this. Kimberly, you're too much. There's not, if creative does not give them storylines. So Trish Stratus, at least you've got, she's a legend and she could shock the world at 48 years old. But other than that, there's no storylines.
There's no buildup. You know what Friday is on DAZN? all boxing female matches, they have a main event. We have a trilogy on Friday Night in Boxing that's selling this pay-per-view on DAZN, all female boxing. Nothing's doing promoted for Evolution. We have Trish Stratus, like Tommy said, just got thrown in there. They're not selling anything. You're 110% correct. They should have thrown Trish Stratus when they were in Canada to promote it month after month. I feel bad for these ladies because nothing's being portrayed correctly for them for Evolution. I feel horrible for them because I think it's going to be a dud.
Rafael, you literally just said exactly what Kimberly said. Maybe I should just bring her on the show. She said there's no buildup. You said there's no buildup. Great minds think alike, Rafael. Well done by you. I didn't mean to yell at you. I just didn't want to get in trouble by the young lady next to you.
I just don't want to be in trouble by Kim. Kim's no.
Oh my God, Kim's a beast.
Yeah,
she's a beast. Go ahead,
Gab. Love you, Kim.
You know what makes me angry about Evolution is the depth. Like, I understand what a caller was saying, like you're 20 deep, whatever. With talent, 1,000%, the talent is there. But then if you're not being built up, if you're not making stars out of the talent that you have and letting them go, then you're going to always need to bring back veterans. But when does it end? Does Trish Stratus at 60, 70 years old have to get the call to come back because they don't have anybody on the roster to sell a match? And you know what I'm saying? You have it in people. Where the hell is Chelsea Green at Evolution? Give me a 10-minute.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Chelsea Green. Tell me you're doing a TV segment with Chelsea Green interviewing somebody. I would want that as the main event at Evolution, and I'd be 1,000 times more entertained than the stuff that I'm getting right now. You have the talent. You're not putting any work into making the talent the stars that they can be. And by the way, Chelsea Green is everywhere on social media over here. You have women that are willing to put the work in. It's not on them. It's on you. And you're bringing back these women. That's great. But put the veterans in the storylines early on so that when they are there and they're building up, they're making new stars, passing the torch, because Trish doesn't need it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're bringing back the veterans in a way to build them up. You have this show like LFG. You had Mickie James on LFG. You have Michelle McCool. You have all these women doing these things. Where are they? Doing anything on these shows every single week?
That they don't have the most entertaining female star on the show in Chelsea Green. I think she's the most entertaining person. She just did an interview the other day. Did you guys see this? Where she was talking about winning Money in the Bank. And she goes, well, I can't do it this year because I'm not in Money in the Bank. You know what she wanted to do? Which is, it shows where her mind is at, is Nate G, is she wanted to win Money in the Bank and then lose the cash in.
Right.
She said, nobody's ever lost the cash in.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how cool that would be? You win the Money in the Bank and then so she is in the, I thought she was in the Battle Royal. I thought she was. So
Great.
she's plus 1,000, which means she's not going to win, Rafael, right? You made her plus 1,000?
Yeah, no.
Who do you think's going to win?
No one's ever won a Battle Royal plus 800 or higher.
So who do you have as the favorite?
Stephanie.
Oh, Vicure?
Yeah.
Interesting. Who do you think's going to win there, Gabby, in the Battle Royale?
I mean, Nikki's in it now. Why not Nikki?
Nikki who?
Bella.
Oh, my God.
She announced the whole promo tonight was that she's in that now, which obviously wasn't the clear plan, but you're putting her in it, so give it to her, I guess.
Wow. She's got, her agent's trying to get her out there. They had an hour special, the Fanatics Fest last week with all the WWE. And by the way, there's some very unathletic WWE superstars, I might add. Your boy Cody, I don't need to see him shoot a basketball ever again. I don't need to see him throw a ball ever again. It was embarrassing. I mean, flat out. And I love Cody. Maybe more than I love Cody. But my God, he was so bad in this thing. And Nikki Bella was one of the hosts. Yeah. She couldn't even pitch to a break. It was, you could just see him like that they had to redo it over and over. Tommy, to tape it and then put it in and you could see the edit. You could literally see the edit. I'm like, how could she not say, coming up next, Tom Brady, everybody?
Yeah.
Well, she screwed up Stephanie's name in the ring in the promo, and she was like, I thought that's how they pronounced it with the accent on it. Like the next day she was talking about it. And she was like, I was practicing it, and that's how they told me, and I put the accent on it at the end. And but also she's doing this week press for Evolution. She's going to be on Kelly and Mark, and she's doing the Today Show. So the next 2 days she's going to be all over like prime time for Evolution, Nikki Bella. Because
Nikki's going to be on the Today Show?
Yep. Because that's who you should put on, someone who's not full-time on the roster for Raw.
Agreed.
You should
And
put
she's a
Nikki
star.
Bella in there.
And she's a star.
Right. But this
She's
is
a
what I'm
star.
saying. You're not going to build new ones by relying on these people all the time.
But I've always said that because years ago, Ric Flair was offered a bunch of money by Vince to be a brand ambassador. And when you're too old to wrestle, you become a brand ambassador. And what a brand ambassador does is promote the brand of WWE in other places where you don't make a star travel.
Yeah.
That to me is a perfect spot for Nikki Bella.
Sure.
She can promote the Evolution. She can promote the women. And that's a great spot for her. And she's a star.
Yeah.
And I know you want to make other stars in that position, but that's a perfect spot for a legend like her.
Yeah.
I believe.
No.
I believe.
Well, and that's why that's why they had to make her a part of it in some way. She was meant to be a part of the show. You know, she showed up at Rumble and then there was really no continuation from that except now. She was the last entrant of the Rumble. We haven't seen her since until right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think about it, you were like, oh, we're going to bring her back in. There's going to be storyline. We didn't really see anything. They could have built something up until now. Why not? If she had the availability, she's in ring shape. She looks phenomenal. You know what I mean? She's still talking wrestling. She has her podcast. She interviews the girls every single week. But what do I know? Just talking to you on a Monday night.
Did the last word just turn into an episode of Gabby AF and we didn't know it?
Getting heated. It's fine.
I got a little distracted because while you were giving me your dissertation, I was asked to be on 3 different shows later this week. Coach, I will read this text from a national show. Coach, you're blowing up.
I'd rather watch
Get a suit. Get a suit. This is a good one, right? No. Keep playing it, Dan.
I didn't see it.
Dan, keep playing it. I'm glad you did. Is there more or was that the full video? That's a full video, Dan? Shake your head, yes? We don't get to see. The front one was the worst one. This one right here went about halfway to the rim. Who in the world plays in $1 million? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Are we serious? He's like shooting from Hoosiers.
I don't think he can move his arms in that suit.
Even if he could, that jump shot or set shot or 1962 shot is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Tommy?
So are you good at basketball?
Well,
why'd you say that?
What
Gabby?
did you just?
I'm just wondering because I'm.
What did you just say to me?
I'm very good at basketball. So
was I good at basketball?
No, are you currently good? I don't care about back then when I wasn't born. I'm talking about
No. You're not backtracking now.
Hey, Tommy, you want to go get something to eat?
Yeah.
Tommy. It's a favorite thing to do. Because I think one-on-one, I would rock you one-on-one in basketball.
I'm glad you said basketball. Holy cow. I'm glad you said basketball.
Well, most things probably, but basketball for sure. I played basketball like my whole life. Basketball and soccer. But basketball, I would rock you one-on-one. Just saying. But anyway, tell me
almost 1,800 points. I graduated from my college, not high school, college, as the all-time leading scorer, rebounder, and assist man in school history. I was a 2-time small college All-American. I once was the National Player of the Week. Not once, twice.
D4.
Oh my God. I didn't even say that.
Dirt sheet. I need a 3-shot. Basketball on a pole match.
It is on a pole. The basketball net is on a pole.
What's on that pole is the big question. What are we playing for? Because Tommy, right now, who would you put your money on?
Well, I played with you, Coach.
Gabby, I will smack you upside
I played
the
with
head.
you, Coach, and we won a WWE championship in an industrial league. We were undefeated.
What year was that?
99. So I can't.
Was it 99?
I
wasn't even out of college by then. It was more like 2004 or 5, and I was.
Yeah, something like that. That's it.
I was the MVP of the team.
20 years ago. Talking about now.
I'm still in phenomenal shape.
Okay.
I still look exactly the same.
So right now,
not a wrinkle on this gorgeous face.
So right now, Tommy, I'm talking about the year of 2025. Who would win?
Wow.
I would say one-on-one coach.
I would
If you're
say you
playing
can
horse,
shut it right now. I've had enough out of you tonight.
If you're playing horse, I think maybe Gabby might have a shot. But one-on-one, I think coach just takes her down low and just nothing to do.
I would just cash from 3. I would have an array. I would just pick my poison. There wouldn't be any issue whatsoever.
The problem is, if you lost the ball one time, you'd never get it back from me.
Gabby, I'm 6'3".
My
shredded
specialty was the tall bitches. That was my specialty. They put me on them on purpose. Okay, I was a 5'9" center because that's how scrappy and ridiculous I was. They'd be like, "Oh, they got a 6'2" girl who plays with dudes. Gabby, go on her," and she would. Literally,
Gabby, go on her. Yeah. That's what your coach said. Yeah, Gabby, go on her.
Gabby, take care of it. I'm like, got to.
I'm sure he did, Tommy. Gabby, go on her.
You're a child.
Am I a child? And they're all laughing too.
Because you're getting them riled up. We know Tommy.
Thank you, Rostafa. Black don't crack. Hey, can you bring up? There's a girl in the chat, Lexi. I bet Lexi is phenomenal. Dirt sheet, bring up Lexi. Coach, you're an MVP. There it is. 20 years ago, an MVP in 2025.
Oh, God.
Period. Lexi, my new favorite.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Takes a lot.
Thank you. Lexi, write in the chat, where do you live, Lexi? I want to give your town a shout out.
Don't tell him, Lexi. Be careful.
I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess.
Kansas.
I feel like it's somebody from Florida.
No, she's down south somewhere.
I'm going to say Orlando. I'm gonna say Orlando. Just a wild guess.
Is that the one with the flip flop?
You're mad at me. You're mad at me.
What? I don't even know what he's talking about.
You never do, but like
he's coming out of the woods.
Tommy, what are you talking about? A flip flop.
You know what I'm talking about.
Lexi, put in the chat where you're from. See if I'm right. I said Orlando. Where are you guessing? She's smart, which means she's from a smart town.
She's down south.
Alabama.
South.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Alabama.
Yeah. You think Alabama?
Yes.
So Lexi's from Alabama. I'm guessing Orlando.
I think Florida, too. I think Coach is right. I think Florida.
In Florida? You going Tampa?
Yeah, I'd probably go Tampa. I don't know about Orlando. I'll say Tampa. I'll say Orlando.
Okay. We'll find out. We'll see if she puts it in there. Maybe she's just an admirer from afar. Clearly, she thinks I'm an MVP. And so, Gabby, don't get jealous because Lexi thinks I'm an MVP.
It's fine. I also think it's a troll, and it's you typing it, but that's fine.
You think I've lost my spot? It's all right. I still got the crew on my side.
No, Kim, you're still my girl.
Yes.
Parts unknown.
Lexi's
unknown.
That's a classic wrestling reference.
That's
great. God bless and rest in peace, Howard Finkel. From Parts Unknown.
Oh, fantastic, Nate. That was great.
Oh, my God. Howard Finkel, Gabby, used to be our third base coach. I kid you not. And whenever we were running around third base, Howard would wear these little dumpy khaki pants. Uh-huh. And he was so into like Tuesday night softball. You would have thought we were in the World Series or something. I swear to God.
I love
his
that.
arm, he's putting his arm out of socket, telling us to run around third base. Oh, we had a blast.
Yep.
We had a blast.
I love that.
This is a true story, and it's going to be a little graphic, but this really happened.
So
we played, our softball team played in like a neighborhood. And there was a road that went alongside there was two fields. And we played, thank God for this person, in industrial league. So it was the police, the firemen, companies, stuff like that. So we had just gotten done. I had like 2 more home runs. I went 4 for 5. Same. And so we're sitting there having a couple of beers. All of a sudden, we hear these 2 motorcycles. And there had been a brand new pizza joint right across the street in this neighborhood. All of a sudden you hear, boom! And there was a guy who had stopped. Thank you, Jose. I'll take Wesley Snipes from 20 years ago, minus the prison. This guy had stopped to pick up a pizza for his family in a brand new BMW that he'd had for 3 days. And these 2 idiots on crotch rockets decide they want to go 100 miles an hour down this street in this neighborhood. One guy put the motorcycle down, went straight into the back of the BMW. All of a sudden, it was like something out of, remember Naked Gun when OJ flew into the air? All of a sudden, we see this guy flying in the air, and I was the first one to get to him. And his right leg was completely going the opposite way of what it was supposed to do. And the only reason he lived is because the policemen were playing the firemen on the field where we were at, and they saved his life right in front of us.
That's right.
While they were saving his life, I kid you not, the second rider got into a fist fight with the guy who stopped to get the pizza because he had only had his car for 3 days and was yelling about his car. He's like, my friend is dying. I don't care. And all of a sudden, they started going at it. It was the craziest scene ever. Tommy, you were there. Am I lying?
I was there. That's the exact truth, man. We heard that crash. We ran over there. That guy's leg was hanging, dude. I couldn't even watch it.
It was disgusting.
And it was lucky because the firemen and the cops were playing right after us.
They were. It was absolutely nuts. It was absolutely nuts.
While you were talking, I was paying attention a little bit, but I was also writing out. I'm putting up my own poll of I want Twitter to vote on who's going to win a one-on-one basketball match between me and you, because I don't think Tommy and Rafael are the right people to throw in on it. They're a little nervous. They don't want to go against me. They never
it's going to be ugly, Scabby.
Wait a second. Are you going to force me to go and look at my mentions on Twitter to find your tweet so that I can defend myself?
No, I'm asking you right now. I'm going to make it a day poll. I'm usually very good at polls. I usually am very successful in my polls when I put them up. But I'm going to put up for a day. Need help settling the heated behind the buckle last word debate. Who would win in a one-on-one basketball match between me and Coach? I'm going to say me or Coach.
Put it up tomorrow. Because tonight
it's going to be up for a full day.
For a full day.
From 11:30 p.m. tonight till 11:30 p.m. tomorrow, it's going to go.
Okay. Well, see what you just made me do, though? I had to go look at my mentions. I got idiots like Anthony. 100% disagree, Coach. I thought she was very impressive on the mic. She has greatly improved over the last year. Is this a participation trophy event? This is the highest form of sports entertainment in the world. And we have fans going, oh, let's cut her a break. She doesn't have to be that good. If she gets TV time, she needs to be great.
Rostafa's my guy, by the way. That's my friend. That's my friend.
Rostafa is your friend?
He's a busted open OG, and he loves me from those days. Ooh, hashtag Gabby's poll trending worldwide.
It's impossible to trend in 2 minutes.
By the way, I just put it up. Are you going to look it up and mention it on your? Are you scared?
Did you tag me?
Yeah, obviously.
Oh. Okay. Need help settling this heated behind the. I'm surprised you even know how to tag us as a show.
I do every time. I do every time, even though the show never reposts me. But I'm going to talk to producer man about that after.
You've done it 2 weeks.
No, I do it. I did it on my posts for Raw tonight. No one reposted it. It's fine. Dirt Sheet Dan's busy making breakfast for dinner.
Breakfast for dinner.
All right, so I'm gonna give. So it already has 4 votes.
Wow.
It already has 4 votes. It looks like all of them are for me.
Yeah,
so I'm going to vote. What'd you say, Rafael?
It's not true, actually.
I can guarantee you your
poll. 5 votes. I'm already winning 80% out of 5 votes.
You think she's going to get 80%?
No,
I just did. I just looked because I can see the results because I put it up. There's 5 votes, and I'm already winning 80-20.
No, at the end of the day, Coach is going to be a landslide win. I can guarantee you.
Yeah, these are not stupid people.
Raph, what do you know
I'm going to vote for Coach, and now that's 8. So there's 8 votes. I can see them now too. 63% for you, 37% for me, which means there's 63% idiots out there. That's what it means.
Let's be real. There's a lot of idiots
let's be
out
real.
there. I'm hoping they vote for me.
Gabby, you want to beat Coach? Wear your bikini.
We'll play bikini versus bikini basketball match.
Okay, now I have to change my vote.
What? Now I'm changing my vote too, damn it. Are you kidding me? That completely changes the game.
Loser has to show up to work in their bikini and do the whole show in the bikini. That's what the loser has to do. Next week.
You gotta use what you got.
Hey,
just saying.
Whatever we have to do to get you to do a show, well, or Tommy, we got to have a pool, something where somebody and Tommy we'd have to do a Speedo, and Gabby has to do a regular bikini.
That's easy for me.
There's no way I'm agreeing to that. Are you kidding me right now?
Well, first of all, if you sit down in a Speedo, you're just going to be shirtless. You're not going to see you in the Speedo. I'm the one who has a bikini top on. You're going to see that unless we're standing. Oh, here we go. Fucking blue steel.
Boom!
By the way, can I plug something that you wouldn't do because you don't know it because I haven't told you? But I'm going to be, there's a bit, what is that face? You just made a face at me.
I didn't even say if you could plug it or not. And you're just going to do it.
Can I plug it?
Yes.
On Tuesday, July 15th, Fight Factory is holding a War at the Shore Part 2 at Tiki down the shore. They put big Martel's Tiki Bar. It's phenomenal. I drink there all the time with my friends. They're putting a big wrestling ring on the beach right off the bar. And I'm going to be the backstage interviewer, ringside correspondent. Might be in my bikini walking around because it's Jersey Shore Bar. All my friends are going. We're going to get lit. It's going to be a big wrestling show. Santana's got a match. I think Enzo's going to be there. It's going to be awesome. If you wanted to come.
Is it on? I'm not flying cross country for one girl in a bikini. Are there going to be more?
Other girls in bikinis. People show up on the bar like it's a beach bar. So everyone's going to be in bikinis. It's the Jersey Shore. If you're ever going to go somewhere in the shore, it's a beach bar.
What I don't want to do, and this would be really embarrassing. What I don't want to, and Tommy, Rafael, you can back me up on this, that Gabby shows up, getting a lot of attention, feeling good about, just got asked for another show, sorry. And then I roll in, and not only do I become the center of attention, but her friends are like, do you know that guy? Do you know that guy? And now all of a sudden her friends then start to, I mean, it happens everywhere I go, Tommy, Rafa, you guys know. Tommy, you've been with me.
I've been with you.
It's always the friends. And I don't want to affect our friendship by her friends going goo goo gaga over the coach.
None of your friends ask about me? Lies.
Yeah, little Tommy does. Little Tommy does.
After today on X, they did. I'll be honest. My phone was blowing up like a son of a gun.
You're like, why is this girl not doing every show with you, Coach?
Yeah, no kidding. We got to reevaluate.
Listen, you come next week. We'll do last word. I'll just do it on the beach in my bathing suit. I'll just have the camera up. Tommy will show up in his Speedo as well. It's going to be a good time for all. You're going to tell me that one.
That'd be good publicity for us, Coach.
I think so.
Yeah. We'll hit 20K easy as subscribers.
I like it. We'll be the first show.
I'm sure you do. The three of us haven't been in a bikini in years.
Well, I hope never. Bikini, I hope you never wear a bikini. I'm talking about like Speedo. Are you a Speedo guy or do you do the trunks?
No. I'm more of just a normal swimsuit type of guy.
Interesting.
And then I walk around like this.
That's you just walk around like that.
I do. And I go boom like the Costco guys.
Yeah, you're literally the most Jersey person I've ever. That's such a Jersey Shore man thing to do is walk around with your arms up, skipping leg day, and just walking around buffed, hoping that your chest tells all the stories because you got nothing else. Every guy.
I just got about taken off the air. What I was going to say back to that.
Sometimes he forgets we're live and he's like thinks we're just talking.
Let's. I can't read any more of my mentions because I'm just getting crushed. Apparently, Lyra's the biggest superstar in the world. Well, yeah. My quote from earlier is. This one guy goes, "Girl, shut the fuck up." When I said, I don't believe a thing Lyra says. So these people that love Lyra, they go on the air and they just crush you. I'm just getting straight. Oh, okay. So awesome. It's great. Hard to take anything you say as credible. Thank you. See, I mean, it's about half. How about you? You don't put any opinions out on Twitter. You just put songs where Yeah.
I tagged you in what I was talking about on Twitter tonight, and I tagged the show, wasn't retweeted. I was talking about how that's my favorite thing to watch at Evolution this weekend is that match that we talked about. That was my tweet.
I thought you were talking about the song where you were lip syncing to it.
That wasn't a song. It was a quote from Family Guy. I don't know if I know you don't watch anything else besides wrestling, but you have to kind of know what's going on in the rest of the world. Good show. Family Guy. It's a cartoon. Seth MacFarlane. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I've watched every single bit of it. Back when it came out when I was traveling every week in the WWE on national television, having matches in pay-per-views, 2 Royal Rumbles. Need I go on? That's when Family Guy started, and we had something called a DVD player. They don't exist anymore.
What is that?
I got one right here.
Shocking, Rafael. Right next to your VCR.
And his tape player.
All right.
I don't have a tape player.
So clearly the audience loves the BS. Oh, now we're starting to get reactions to our little race, our little basketball thing. Okay. Coach has no speed or skill to compete with you.
Thank you.
Gabby gonna have to hobble around on a walker when Coach breaks her ankles. You're damn right. Thank you, DG. That's DG from Coach and Company.
Yeah, of course, from Coach and Company. I never even met him. Invite me on. Talk to me, DG. Say it to my face.
I've invited you on, and it was like crickets. It was like I heard nothing.
Never.
Kennedy says, Coach, why are you so bitter nowadays?
Wow. Interesting.
Clearly, he watches none of our shows. I could not be more fun or more funny. I'm like,
you have to say it. It's true, right?
Yeah, I mean,
if you have to tell people you're funny, you're funny.
Well, your friend Rostafa, on Twitter says, Coach, sorry, my dude, but Gabby's going to cross you up worse than carry a cross beating down Sami Zayn. Sorry, Zammy. Rostafa, that made no sense. That literally made no sense.
It was great.
Yeah, but at least you got it.
I'd rather be cross over Sammy in that feud. That's for sure.
No kidding. All right. We've literally talked wrestling for about 20 minutes and had a blast for the last 45. I want to do this every week. I love this a lot more. All right. For those of you who are premium members, Bass, Kimberly, a lot of you, we will do a live taping of the War Room. It will be my 6th show today because, Gabby, some of us don't stop. Some of us don't stop if you got pop. All right. Any...
Dumb.
All right, final takes. Dirt sheet. We haven't done final. Thank you.
Oh, man.
Oh, dirt sheet. Going into business for himself. Final takes heading into the busiest weekend of the year. Tommy, start us off.
I find it really funny and ironic that AEW All In is starting at 3 p.m. on Saturday.
Yes.
Is that not to go against SNME, which is on free television, which everybody can watch, where the other one's a pay-per-view?
What, on Netflix? You mean Great American Bash?
No, Great American Bash is on NBC.
No, it's not. It's on Netflix.
I mean, I'm sorry, Saturday Night's Main Event, I said.
Correct.
That's
Correct. It might be. I find it very petty, and I don't care what the WWE says. Their code for pre-sale tickets was all WWE. It was all WWE. Can you get any pettier? I mean, really?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Sorry, Kennedy. That was another negative statement. My bad. Nowadays. All right, Rafael. Final take heading into a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 10-show week in wrestling.
I think AEW picked that time slot because they didn't want to go against WWE and UFC because UFC is on the same time as WWE is on Saturday. So they didn't want to probably go back to back with them. They just get slaughtered. So that made sense if you're an AEW fan, but I'm a little bit shocked on that one. I'm excited for what's at stake at Revolution. How's it going to start and how's it going to end?
I'm looking forward to that too. By the way, apparently Tony Khan's never been in Texas in July at 3:00 in the freaking afternoon.
Oh.
No, yeah.
Brutal. They're going to be gassed by a minute into every match. It's going to be 100,000 degrees. Absolutely brutal. All right, Gabby, you get the floor. Final take.
Listen, it's a lot of wrestling going into the weekend. That's a given, and that's a gift. I'm going to enjoy everything I watch because there are people I like to watch. There are matches I'm looking forward to. So I'm excited to have a lot to talk about when we meet back up in a week. Do I wish Evolution was what I was really, really looking forward to, especially when they announced it. Do I wish the build was better? 1,000%. I think there's a lot of talent in that roster, in that company, that are not being utilized the way that they should. There's a lot of women I want to see shine that I don't think are going to be getting the light to shine, but I'm still looking forward to the women that we are going to see. And hopefully there have been times I go into a WWE event and I think nothing good and I'm not excited, and they prove me wrong. So hoping they prove me wrong and I come out of it Monday being like, wow, that was an awesome show. So I'm hopeful. I'm a positive peach today.
No, I can see that. You're something. All right. Those are our final takes. We'll be here all week. You can tag us. I encourage you to go to the Twitter and vote. I need a W. And we'll be back here next Monday night, immediately after Monday Night Raw. You can let us know which shows you enjoy this weekend the absolute very most. Thank you all for allowing us to grow, to allowing us to do this. We love it so much. We have a blast. So thank you. For Gabby, Rafael, my numbers guy, Big Tommy C and his fun facts, and Dirt Sheet Dan going into business for himself and giving producer man the night off, I am simply the coach. We'll see you next Monday night right here on The Last Word.
The following announcement has been paid for by Behind The Turnbuckle Plus, the new pod order. BTT Plus. Yeah, it's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.